We had always talked about eventually moving north to be close to family, and a lot of our close friends were up there that we had served with in young adults. And so when we became a part of the launch team at South,
yeah, and I think, we said that kind of what we'd made up in our mind was we're going to help South get into a building, and once they get into a building,
we'll move.
We'll head back north or whatever.
Yeah, but in that year time and realizing it's really hard to build community when you're not in the community. Yeah. And we began to fall in love with the community down here. And it was a couple years in when God really started stirring my heart first that if we were gonna be down here, we should take ground and really go for a home and believe for a home.
Yeah, so we just in faith broke our lease at our apartment, found somebody to come in and sublease from us, and actually moved in with Katy's parents so that we could save money, and stayed with them for about a year while we were building our house. And so we were commuting down, and after we'd stayed there only a couple months, I think, when we decided that we wanted to build this house in this community here in Chula Vista. And so we put down this $5,000 earnest money deposit to like reserve our lot and have them kind of start building a house. And it was not easy. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers, I'm like, we don't have the down payment, we don't have the income, but we just believed in faith and made this commitment to get this house.
I think when God gives you a vision, the middle is not the part that's illuminated, it's the end. Yeah. And it was definitely the most challenging season I think that we've gone through. We really had to work through that tension of what we were looking at numbers-wise versus what God had asked to step out in. And Pastor Yeager has taught us that to push, and that there's going to be resistance, but that it's worth it. And we really experienced that in all of the best ways.
Yeah. So we were, at the beginning of 2018, we're expecting a pretty big bonus check from my job that was going to really carry the rest of the way to the down payment, and found out that that actually wasn't going to happen at all. We weren't going to get any of that bonus money, and it was
hard.
Yes, it was a absolute blow to us. We didn't really have any other way of sort of making up this gap to get the down payment together. But at the time we still had I think about $4,000 left on our 2017-2018 Vision Builders commitment. And at this point, like I'm looking at the calendar, I'm like seeing the close date get closer and closer, and seeing the bank account, and just like every dollar matters. Like, and the idea of giving away this $4,000 to fulfill our pledge was just like,
it almost felt foolish.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we just knew that God spoke to both of us independently about doing that, and so we said, okay, let's do it and trust God and believe. And so we sowed that last $4,000, and it was so crazy. I mean, after we fulfilled that commitment, it was like
so many opportunities.
Yes, like the floodgates just opened, and in those few months leading up to closing, we made more money than we've ever made, like orders of magnitude more. And not only were we able to get the down payment together, we were able to furnish our entire place. We're able to just move into this new season in abundance and just really taking ground here in Chula Vista.
That's true. I love how God unfolded our story, because we're surrounded by the evidence of a promise, but also the fulfillment of a vision that has really catapulted us into a new authority and a new way to really be a part of South Bay in a way that's really special.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing is it wasn't like we just were able to get this house and that was kind of the end of the story. It's really, as Katy said, it's really catapulted us into believing even bigger. And so now our Vision Builders commitment for 2018-2019 is a little over 3 times bigger than last year's commitment. A couple $1,000 shy of fulfilling this year's, and going to do that this week. And just miracle after miracle after miracle. So it's been a wild ride.
Yeah.